Basic Beginner's Tenor Guitar and Baritone Ukulele, Chicago Tuning DG-BE, Perfect Timing, A Focused Approach, Book 1. And this is now to Lesson 6, Part 1. And I'm trying something a little new. Have my, looks like I'm got car headlights in my eyes. I want to be able to read this better and actually cast a little light on my fingers. Maybe the video will be a little better. My glare going on here. Whatever. The end of the last lesson, I think I was just playing with a G chord, and we were in these chord strum pages. It's page CS3, if you remember, and we had gone over this. Let's see, talking about how the chords are shown sometimes different ways, and then I was kind of just sort of going into some of these strumming patterns. The one all down, then the down up, and the rest down, and then let's see. No, excuse me. Second one was down up, down up, down up, down up, and then the third was down, skipping the up, and then down up, down up, down up. And then the grand poobah of strumming patterns, the last one is the down, down, up, down, up. Notice it skips the and of 1 and the 3. It skips those two parts of it. But it's such a cool and highly used strum pattern. If I just do the G chord again, actually, I'll go back to the third one, which is not as hard. It's down, down, up. Wait a minute. The third one is down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then the last one was down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. If I change the C, down, down, up, down, 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 up, D, down, down, up, down, up, C, up, down, G, up, down, down. Okay. Awesome. Hey, my tuner's on. Did you guys get tuned up? Okay. Here's my E, B. I know I don't usually do this, but G and D. Okay. But I wanted to get my tuner off. Turn my tuner off. Yeah. Like I said, tune my tuner off. That wasn't right. I think I need a cup of coffee. I'm trying to focus on relaxing a little while doing these. So, I once said every guitar player should drink coffee, but it's not really true. Regular coffee, you could drink decaf or hot chocolate. They're pretty good too. Just keep it coming. So, I call that one the hardest but coolest, most cool one. This pattern is used a whole lot, okay? Moving on to CS4, I was showing still more ways the chords are shown in musical notation on page CS4. That's this page here, okay? I think that light's a little weird glare, but I think it actually is helping to see things pretty well. Okay, so this is CS4, and I'm always still having to watch my timing. So this was said similar to what was shown on the previous page, where two staves, actually plural of staff is staves, were tied together with the melody on the top and the chord names and strums were on the bottom of the they're on the bottom staff. Sometimes the individual notes of the chords are shown stacked in one note location instead of just the chord name. And so instead of just seeing a C followed by the strum slash symbols like you have here, okay, just the chord name and the slashes, this is the same melody line as here. You have chords shown again here, but it's different. See, they're showing them stacked. You actually have like a E, C, and G there for the first chord. So we have, let's see, E, C, G, and E. Okay, I want to make sure I'm doing the right, yeah, okay, get my pages mixed up. But what I noted there, as you can see, one problem with showing a chord. Wow, that light is kind of bright and crazy in it. I think it's still okay though. You can see my strings and my fingers okay. One problem with showing a chord in standard musical notation is, and you may have noticed this, that the notes shown don't always match the exact notes of a given chord diagram. If you look at the chord diagrams and figure those out and say, well, this D note is that's the the fourth line on the staff, this D here, and you might find that's not really the one that they're showing you in the chord when they write them this way. Okay, so I kind of showed a difference of, like this would still be C chord and G chord in that order, yeah. Just the same as above here and the same as there, but they're stacked different ways. This would be more like we're actually playing four notes there: E, C, G, and E. So you really have an E, a C, let's see, E, a C, and a G, and then another E down on the D string. Okay. And the G note we had, or the G chord, we had a high G, a B, an open G, and an open D. Okay? But up above you can see that isn't quite the way it was shown. Compare those and just be aware of it. So I said compare these note sets to our chord diagrams for C and G. They match, so just be aware that this occurs rather frequently. Okay? And the best thing really is to get in your memory a number of chord see my time, a number of chord ways to play a chord. Eventually, even not here, like this G, there's like this is that's still a G, a different kind of G, okay, and a G to play. Well, I'm having a little trouble with that one. Well, it's like this really. You can tell that's a G, right? This is a G. Another different one, this, and this. And then you'd have, so there's numbers of voicings for chords, okay? All right, enough, I beat that to death. Just be aware. So we've learned the G, C, and D chord. We've learned the G, C, and D chords. Let's look at some more. There are 8 basic open chords, okay? This guy looks a little perplexed, so he's looking for them, right? I looked in a mirror and drew that. That's actually me trying to figure out chords. No, I'm just kidding. But what do we have here? There are 8 basic open chords. I don't think you can see that from here. Can we? This is the best way to do this. They are G, C, D, which we've already learned. And then there are these other 5, A, D, or A, E, D minor, A minor, and E minor. The little M stands for minor. So those last 3 are D minor, A minor, and E minor, in case you were wondering. So here they are, okay? I'll play them. You'll see them there. And again, we're on page CS5. So we have A, and accordingly your numbered fingerings are shown, right, on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. Okay, that's A. And then E, you just use 2 fingers. D minor, that's a nice one. These minor chords are cool. They have a kind of a, I might have mentioned this before, kind of a scary sound or a sad sound, serious, I don't know. So that wasn't a strum pattern I've already showed you, I don't think. Here you go. That's one. Then go to A minor. Second down there on the lower left, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, where shown, that's A minor. And then E minor, it's just 1 finger, your 2nd finger, on the tenor guitar, baritone ukulele. Pretty awesome, 1 finger. I like these 1 finger chords, don't you? So try all 5 new chords here. Strum all 4 strings for each one. Strum each chord using the strum patterns we've learned, okay? I'm gonna let you go ahead and do that on your own. This is very high tech with my lighting setup. I'm gonna keep going a little bit, see how far I can get. Okay, now that you've learned a whole bunch of notes, all of the open strings, the first 4 frets of all of the strings, plus the 5th fret of the first string. Remember, we listen if you. It's a vibrato. Makes it. That's a little tricky. That's a technique. You can do this, bending strings, but there's also kind of cool. Okay, I was off track there. There are different types of scales. Oh, we're going to learn a scale. Okay, there are different types of scales, but for this study, we're just going to focus on what's called a major scale. Okay, a major scale is simply a series of 7 notes that either ascend, climb, or descend, drop, to resolve at the note it started on, an octave or 8 notes apart, either higher or lower. So let's begin with the G major scale, and you'll notice if you look at it there, it has and we know the notes of the staff. It's G, A, B, C, D, E, and then the F. There's a sharp, right? So remember, F is here, so the sharp note is here, and then G. Okay, so you're going to start on open G. And if you'd play that, ready, play. They're all quarter notes. Ready, play. Okay. Question, was that ascending or descending? That's insulting your intelligence, isn't it? It's, of course, ascending. It's climbing. It's going up, right, in pitch. So the answer is A, climbing, ascending. I'm sure you notice it had the one accidental. I mentioned that already, an F sharp. So now let's try descending, back down. G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. And you can play your G chord to end them up. Kind of a fun little thing. So, and finally, do I have enough time? Yeah, I think I do. Let's do an exercise. Ascending, well, this is just an ascending and descending scale. So we're going to go up and come back down without repeating the high G, okay? This goes, ready? Play. Okay. So now try these 2 exercises, number 1 and number 2, boy, cleverly named, that use notes of the G scale. If I get these 2 done, we'll probably wrap up for this time. Okay, ready? Let's do exercise 1, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 4 time. 1, 2, ready, play. Back here where you can see my hand a little better. Let's do it again. Ready, play. Okay, and then coming back down is number 2. Ready, play. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I messed that up. Let's do it again. Ready, play. This is partly due to my adjustment on the on the lighting. That might change before the next one. New thing, key signatures coming up. Okay, let's see. We're gonna. Oh, don't forget to count properly while you play. Bottom of page 47. It's in keeping with our perfect timing study name for this. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read a little bit here. New thing, key signatures, like the time signature explained on pages 10 and 11, gives us important information about the song's timing, a song's timing. The key signature gives us important information about the sharps and flats, or accidentals, if you recall, in a song. When there are sharps or flats, what's my time? Running out. When there are sharp signs or flat signs between the clef sign and the time signature, these sharp or flat signs are what is known as the key signature. They indicate that notes that will be either sharp or flat throughout the entire song unless they're canceled temporarily by a natural sign. See discussion on the role of a natural sign, pages 39 and 41. We're going to have to stop, okay? We'll pick right back up here on go to lesson 6. Part 2. I like the way this makes my eye look. Yeah, it's like I got white paint on my eye. Weird. Okay, see you at the next lesson. 6, part 2.